While the south bend is just spilling lava onto the great floor. Something beautiful for this evening, and we'll keep you posted as the night progresses. Gina, we'll send it over to you.
Okay, right. Yeah. Oh, no, you must leave. You must not stay here. It's just bad to stay. It's bad to stay. Get out. This is not good. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. The microphone's over there, not here. Aloha, everyone. It is Friday, May 15th, and this isn't working, is it, at all? Okay, test. Oh, it's not going. So anyhow, aloha. It is Friday. It is not Aloha Friday. The true Aloha Friday, to remind, is at the end of the month, the last Friday of the month. Everyone's like, Aloha Friday, everyone's aloha for everything. Well, I guess it's this, what people, why am I... 16. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, I'm kind of plagued with a little bit of stumbling over myself. The sun's getting up a little bit earlier. It's rising earlier, and I have to get up earlier to catch it, and it's the chore day. So there's always something, I'm like, oh gosh. So, I don't know. I gotta be thinking of my, how I'm doing this. But if you are watching, thanks for watching. There's a couple of people that still watch. It's just, you know what? It's just, my little vlog, little news. My little vlog is like the birds right now. And the stuff going on. And so far, I had a little tele appointment yesterday. And it went well. I mean, it was pretty easy, but it's still like I can't miss it. And then went over to Kailua side to visit with Michael. We did a little crypto corner. So we're starting up to learn about the crypto. Because just switch right over to the news. The news: President Trump went to China, and it's this big China. Remember, it was all China. And when he did the tariff, let's say the tariff wars, because he just went to task, tariffing all the countries, sweeping tariffs, which the Supreme Court said is unconstitutional, and he has to give that money back. Now, when he was tariffing China, he went really high to get China to do stuff. I mean, it was like 145% tariff. What the heck? And we get a lot of stuff from China. So now, after this, the start of the Iranian war and the oil, it's an oil crisis. It's a cinch, a crunch, the oil crunch of Hormuz, the crunching down of that strait. It's global, but it's also majorly noticed in the US, and China also gets oil from there. And China was trying to help Iran. And Iran is kind of connected to Russia. So Iran takes its nuclear leftover dust and says, go visit Moscow, as if you can be the caretaker of the nuclear dust. I don't want to give it to the US. Let's have Russia hold on to it. And I believe they've done that before. So all these interconnections and this global economic crisis bit going with it is smells like the beginning of the World War III thing. Now, they even talk about with Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. And if Iran did, or if Iran makes connections to China, Russia, and the effect of, take care of our nuclear thing, then any limited nuclear attack or tactical nuclear weapons, notice the jazz quotes, tactical nukes, that's like that's that arena of limited nuclear war. And basically, there's no such thing. Why am I talking into the microphone to please my Yeti don't work? So they think in those terms, and that's kind of evident. So there's a little yik-yak about that. This is World War III. It's already started. Because those seaports, the ocean over here, India Ocean, and they got a tanker, and it had an Iranian flag, and the choke point of Hormuz, and what about Panama Canal, and that Caribbean, and there's a choke point over in Indonesia, just above Australia, and the possible going to the northwest through Greenland. So they're all thinking all those shipping ports, and if you use Navy to get shipping control, there's the Russians using what they call the Black Fleet or Black Shadow Fleet. It's basically Russian oil tankers going down to, say, Venezuela, getting oil from Venezuela and moving it out of Venezuela to use for their own gain, capital gain, billions and millions and all that. And that's, quote, now illegal because it's all blockaded. So if these shadow ships are in conflict in any type of skirmish or any type of contact militarily with U.S., you got this kind of nuclear aggression thing already. So what they're all playing with is fire, and enough of that. I just don't agree. Trump is in China for trade and money. China has all this rare earth mineral, which is used for the computer chips, which is made in Taiwan, and Trump's being told, just don't talk about Taiwan. The U.S. is selling arms to Taiwan and has another $14 billion on top of that about to be signed by Trump. Trump tells China, we don't need your help in the Iran war, we got this, but they sort of do need the help, and it's, oh well, anyways, the guy that threw the rock at the bunk seal has been arrested in federal court, and his passport's been taken away. Yeah. And Pele, the volcano on the Big Island killer whale in Holly Mau Mau Pit, has erupted with a fountain again, number 47. The 47th eruption. They should have worn their red MAGA hats. 47! But anyways, there's all kinds of weird, creepy things. And it's Friday. I should make this short. Okay, I should always make it short. Hawaii news. Hawaii oil prices are hurting the isle economy, of course. Hero is the University of Hawaii. They're economic forecasters. They're usually pretty grim and doom and gloom. Oh, we got a new Fed chair too, so oh gosh, there's all kinds of stuff. Trump in China. See, President Xi is like, yeah. And Trump's like, I'm making new deals and I'm twisting their arms. he thinks they're good. So China airs the Iran-Taiwan concerns because China uses oil. And he doesn't want Trump selling arms to Taiwan. Trump's like, it's all business wins. We're winning. And they got the big grand parade because they know Trump loves the pomp and circumstance. Oh, that parade. I want a parade of a statue. Oh, go to Hawaii News. In Hawaii News, UH Baseball. You're winning. They're actually winning in a game. The hits just keep on coming as they win and celebrate. I don't know. They won someone. I didn't know they were winning. Shut down the Matadors. Cal State Northridge. That's where it was. Okay. And there's not much else except for a little bit of volleyball. High school volleyball. Because volleyball is getting to be big now. it's volleyball. Let's see. Maybe back in the day, perhaps just a little. I remember you want to relax, you just kind of put on your little tuna can shoes. That's right. You walk down. I don't know. It's like a hospital visit here. It's the tuna can shoes. It's the mental health clinic. Salvation Army mission held Tin Can Derby members, the Self-Center Preschool Program, and the Senior Citizens Program participating. They're running string from the holes of the can, make sure it's interesting. Older adults call them small cans. Tin Can, yeah. I guess they tried to make the phones, but then let's try this. Let's make a race. 1978. Okay, and perhaps, yeah, let's look to see what's going this way. Flipping state reach won't be a cakewalk. Senate, oh yeah, they're still doing the midterm election here. Oh, look, a political cartoon.
Climate change is a hoax. Drill, baby, drill.
That burnt up.
It's Biden's fault.
Oh, that was a kind of funny thing, huh? Trump comes out of the meeting, and during these things, China's social media and even the Chinese president, they're saying stuff about the U.S. in kind of a, not tongue-in-cheek, but kind of disguised way. They're just like, they're not just saying, yeah, the U.S. is economically shaky. They're all shaky. We can take advantage of them. Is what they're kind of saying. And they're saying, well, you know, the U.S. is kind of a has-been in the economic market now because everyone's looking at what Trump's doing, blah, 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 blah. And so the U.S. is falling apart this week. And Trump turns it around and says, well, it was pointed out to Trump. And Trump says, well, that's President Xi talking about Biden. He was talking about the Biden administration. That's what it was. It's Biden's fault. Oh gosh. Okay. So what do we have here? Do we have? Oh, what do we have? Letters to the editor.
Street cameras, fans of fun to change. Listen. People are more expensive resources.
Oh, I didn't see this one. This JD Vance thing.
Vance's Hawaii claims elicit visceral reaction.
I found myself having a visceral reaction to the front page of Thursday's Star Advertiser.
Vance, Hawaii Mikan Medicare fraud.
JD Vance has managed to get me to react to him in an ad hominem way. It's like insult you. Personal insult. Rather than objectively consider anything Vance might say, I found myself much more likely to find him to be fraudulent. I distrust him and others in the Trump administration. For more than 40 years, I worked on a variety of state and federally funded health and education and human service projects. I may not have agreed with some government policies and procedure or program decisions, but I never found any Hawaii government official to be untrustworthy, fraudulent, or dishonest. Dan Anderson Mo'ili. Well, thank you, Dan, for sending in your letter to the editor and trying to talk in tutu voice there. it's absolutely right, because you're absolutely right there, Dan, with that letter, because J.D. Vance he said something like Hawaii investigated fraudulent cases in Medicare and found, you know how many they found? He says, you know how many they found? Absolutely zero. And he's saying that is Hawaii being weak or not due diligent with finding fraud in Medicare, which is basically wrong, because they don't have that kind of fraud in Hawaii with Medicare, and they didn't find any cases, because there's a lot of old people here. They want to use that. They don't want to cheat it. They want to use it. And J.D. Vance is saying that because he wants to make Medicaid in Hawaii to be a target of federal fund cutting. So they're going, you're not investigating the fraud, so we're going to cut your funds. They're they're making up out of thin air an excuse to cut Medicaid in Hawaii. That's why he's a prick. And that's not to trust. These guys are flat out liars and cheats and grifters in terms of what's not to trust. Anyways, it is Friday, so aloha. I gotta find out the button. I hope this works now. Aloha. Try to be good. Have a good day. Aloha to you now. Aloha.
Look, it's so sunny. It was raining or something today. Aloha.